she has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that Caitlin Clark has been bulking up. Like, that she's bulked up as a player and that she's no longer, like, skinny and weak.
Caitlin Clark has just made a huge impact on the WNBA, and it's not just because of her incredible shooting skills. She's been working hard in the gym, getting stronger and more explosive, and now she's ready to dominate like never before. And guess who looks foolish now? That's right, Geno Auriemma. Remember when he confidently said she wouldn't be able to handle the physicality of the WNBA? Well, looks like he was wrong.
Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. You know, Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement.
How did this happen, and what does it mean for the league? Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark went from getting criticism to becoming a major threat. She worked hard in the gym, getting stronger, faster, and more powerful. Now, she's ready to dominate on the court, and defenders in the WNBA are getting nervous. This is big for the league. It's not just her shooting anymore, she's become a well-rounded player who can compete at a high level. With her new strength and skills, she's a tough challenge for anyone. Defenders who used to have an easier time against her are now worried. Her change is shaking things up for both her and the league.
All right, guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're gonna show you what we do.
Get the butt down.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed.
Wait, good for it.
Oh, she is strong. All right, guys, that's our lift. We are strong. Okay, we're actually strong. What?
Let's rewind to Clark's rookie season. She was amazing, no doubt, but let's be honest, she took a lot of hits. Defenders saw the new star coming and decided they weren't going to let her just waltz into the league without a tough introduction. And by introduction, I mean getting shoved, tripped, elbowed, and body-checked every chance they got.
I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
You saw it, Dejanay Carrington, Kennedy Carter, and Angel Reese were out there treating her like a crash test dummy, thinking they could throw off her game with constant physical play.
I gotta ask you a basketball question. Sure. I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. Mm-hmm. What's the thing that you're working on in this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Their game plan was simple: make Clark miserable. They thought she was too skinny, too inexperienced, and that the WNBA's physicality would break her down. For a moment, even some analysts started questioning if she could handle it. Would she be just another college star who couldn't make the jump to the pros? Spoiler alert, Caitlin Clark isn't built like the rest.
Every time you're seeing Caitlin Clark out, it's like, okay, she's not as skinny as she was. And this is someone who, like, that's something that she really needs to, that's something she really needs to do.
Clark didn't just take those hits, she took notes. She saw exactly how defenders were trying to break her down, and instead of backing off, she did what all the greats do: she adapted. This off-season, she didn't just train, she went to war in the weight room. The days of her getting bullied are over. The days of defenders thinking they can throw her off with a cheap shove? Done.
It's like, one, is Caitlin Clark stronger, or do you expect her to get stronger? And two, like, what's realistic, like, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league, where, you know, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. And again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, she figured that out, right away. Like, I need to get stronger. I can't get knocked around as much.
Now, she's built like a tank. Her coach, Stephanie White, has already highlighted the transformation. Clark isn't just stronger, she's faster, more durable, and even tougher than before. And let's be real, if she was already dropping 30-point games while getting knocked to the floor, imagine what she's about to do now.
She was like too weak to be in the W, but like she was too weak to be like an imposing presence in the W like she was in college, because she could be physically dominated. And then obviously we have seen throughout the offseason, we have seen like some of the transfer.
Her arms now look like they could swat defenders off like flies, her core strength is unshakable, and her ability to absorb contact is on a whole new level. Clark didn't just add muscle, she completely rebuilt herself into an even scarier version of what she already was. And the WNBA? They are not ready for this.
Clark just dropped her daily off-season workout, and it's absolute.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
For months, players tried to make Clark's life miserable. They fouled her, knocked her down, and even had the nerve to trash talk, acting like they actually stopped her. But she was already lighting them up while taking all that punishment. Now, they have to deal with a stronger, faster, and even more focused Caitlin Clark.
Geno, baby, if Caitlin Clark is on the team, it becomes the right team. Because Caitlin Clark is on it. It's like saying Michael Jordan's not on the right team. It's the right team if Michael Jordan is on the roster.
Geno Auriemma once questioned if she could handle the WNBA's physicality. Well, Geno, what's your excuse now? Because Clark just turned into a monster, and the league is about to feel every bit of it. V11. Caitlin Clark just flipped the script on the entire WNBA. Last season, defenders thought they could push her around, rough her up, and knock her off her game. But this time, she's the one delivering the contact. She's no longer getting shoved off her spots, she's creating her own space. She's not just a perimeter sniper anymore, she's taking defenders into the paint, bullying them, and forcing them to respect every inch of the court. And the best part? They have absolutely no answer for it.
Somebody said the league is not ready for Caitlin. 3.0 MVP is hers. Yes, go. Fever admin, I love you. Caitlin put some weight on, bro. She definitely got in the weight room. And, like, I don't think Caitlin put weight on. I think Caitlin put a lot of muscle on. I think that's what the biggest difference is that we're seeing out of Caitlin. You know, going into this upcoming season, I think Caitlin put a bunch of muscle on, and it shows. It shows within her, you know, her body frame. It shows that her arms is bigger and her thighs is way wider. She definitely put some muscle.
Clark was already one of the most dangerous offensive threats in the league, but now she's added a post-up game. Imagine this, Caitlin Clark backing down a defender, using her new strength to muscle them under the basket, then either scoring with ease or kicking it out to an open shooter. This isn't just an adjustment, it's a full-blown nightmare for every team in the league. Because now, there's officially no way to stop her.
So Caitlin Clark in college was not the strongest player in the world. Like, she was somebody that wasn't weak by any means, but we saw when it came to the WNBA that she wasn't able to really assert herself physically.
That's why the entire WNBA is on high alert. Clark isn't just returning for another season, she's coming back as a completely different beast. And those defenders who thought they had her figured out? Yeah, they're about to get humbled real quick.
Great job of getting in the weight room and really focusing on her areas that she needs to focus on in terms of strength, in terms of, low center of gravity, time under tension, like all of those things. I think the next step is efficiency, right? Like not so many turnovers.